Hello, everyone. For today's class, let's just try to understand the term intelligence through the theories, different theories of intelligence. The term intelligence is very, very vast in nature. For a person to solve a problem is also a form of intelligence. To decide something is also a form of intelligence, and to deal effectively, getting adjusted to the situation is all coming under forms of intelligence. So when you talk about intelligence, how are the different theories which has constituted to make this term little more clear? So upon factor theories, there are many theories which talks about how an intelligent of a human being is. One such factor theory is group factor theory. So when I talk about group factor theory, and when I say you or a person is intelligent, what are the factors that contributes it for the complete intelligence of a person? So when you talk about the group factor, it's a verbal factor, the way a person is able to take care of the verbal fluency, the use of language. So also denotes one of the factor for intelligence. Spatial factor, the space ability of a person, how well are you able to recognize and categorize the spatial ability. And coming to the numerical, obviously the use of numbers, use of how good you are in the numbers, also one of the factor for being intelligent according to the group factor theory. There is memory, there is inductive reasoning factor, there is deductive reasoning factor, and the perceptual factor, problem solving ability factor. These are the important factors that contributes for being one person as intelligent. Now, coming to the next theory, which talks about intelligence, was given by Guildford. Guildford, he provided a three-dimensional cubical model to explain the structure of being an intellectual person. So, according to this theory, individual's performance can be traced back to the mental abilities or the factors of intelligence that contributes in this chart. This is the structure which Guildford has given. So it's a cube which demonstrates the visual ability, the auditory, symbolic, semantic, behavioral aspect of being intelligence, which is coming under as the contents. So these are the contents which a person has to be very good at. That leads to the products. So what are the products which is possible through here is in the form of units, classes, relations, transformation, implications, and the systems. And all these contents and the products operates on the level. So when I have a proper operational strategy with me, definitely my product is going to be one of the good intellectual, right? So what is this operational factors here, which is evaluate the way I evaluate the content to come out with the product, the way I use my divergent thinking, which is unusual way of dealing with the information, and the convergent thinking, the way how my similarities of dealing with the same stimulus, how is it enhancing, then my memory and my cognition, which are all at the operational level, and I come out with the products finally. So this is what is Guildford model of structure when you talk about intelligence. So it has not only with regard to the abilities, it is having 120 different intellectual abilities, which is categorized under these three dimensions. So what are the operations or the general intellectual processes, which is cognition, my
Cover and become aware. And then when you talk about memory, which is the ability to recall information, the divergent production, convergent production, and the evaluation. The content includes broad areas of operations which are applied, which is in the four categories: figural, symbolic, semantic, and the behavioral aspect of an individual. And coming to the uh, product here, how is it coming out as a single item of information, or is it coming as a class, a relation between the two items or the variable? How is it representing the connection, the system, and the transformation, which is how it has been transformed into letters in a word. So these are some of the important information given by Guildford, which is otherwise also called as 5 into 4 into 6 model into 120 intellectual abilities, which stands as a very firm and content-based factor theory of intelligence. Thank you everyone for listening.